Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Peter, you were a fan of the first one, weren't you?
Fucking hated it. Thought it was the biggest piece of dog shit I've ever seen. I hated you for a good few weeks because you made us go and watch it. It just didn't know what it wanted to be. So I know nothing about the franchise. It wasn't a horror. It wasn't I don't know what it was. It was shit. Dog shit. Have I made that clear? Shit.
Yeah, abundantly. We do have a video on the channel of us talking about that. I think my memory was like, I thought it was bad, but not like egregiously
No one
bad.
knew. You would have said, "Oh, it's a masterpiece. This, it's great." You probably loved it. You probably loved it. Yeah.
No, and Joe, as much as I love the concept of like a spooky child, like kind of robotics thing, I've never seen it done well. You know what I mean? And I still haven't.
Willy's Wonderland. Willy's Wonderland.
Willy's Wonderland's not a good movie, Peter. I'm sorry to say. This was awful. This was like so much worse than the first one. I think it started, and I was like, okay, this is about the same as the first, only there's like continued threads from the first one, and I don't remember what happened in the first one, so I'm a bit confused sometimes. And then I think it finds its footing a little bit in the middle, where we have like some cool spooky sequences, and I enjoyed that. And then it has one of the most egregious ending, like cliffhanger endings I think I've ever seen, that I just got pissed off at.
The more we do this show, the more I realise that me and you have absolutely nothing in common and really shouldn't work together, because you're absolutely wrong. I thought this was good. I thought this was far superior to the first one. I felt that horror was dialed up, and I enjoyed the spooky nature of it. The human characters I could still beat to death in a sack. And you're right, the ending was a bit weird, but this was 100 times better than the first one. Both me and my missus came out of this one saying, that was good fun, that was all right. So once again, Mr. Keegan, you are wrong.
I don't believe you. I can't believe it. How could you think that, Peter? I honestly, are you being serious?
I am being absolutely serious.
I'm fucking
absolutely serious.
What am I supposed to do?
Absolutely serious. Jack, come on.
Yeah.
The horror element was far better. There were a couple of proper jump scares in this. The marionette character was spot on. Really
enjoyed that. There was someone cosplayed as that in my screen.
Yeah. Well, what I will say to you, speaking of, because you brought it up, speaking of screenings, fuck me, the language in this episode, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, it's terrible. But fuck me, that was one of the worst cinema experiences I've ever had to endure.
Okay.
Because I went on opening night as a good little boy, because I'd been instructed by yourself to make sure I'd watched it. So I went on opening night at 6 o'clock. The theatre was absolutely jam-packed with groups. Gaggle, what do you call like a collection of teenage twats? A collection of twats, all around the 16-year-old mark, and they talked throughout the film, they whooped throughout the film, they cheered at random bits throughout the film when things happened that I didn't understand what was going on, like a teddy bear that makes a noise, hey, whoa, and all this shit. The clapping at the end when the goody Freddy fought the baddie Freddy, every time any new character came on screen, hey, clap, like end game level clapping. I was ready to flip my lid. It was horrific. Absolutely horrific.
And yet you still somehow enjoyed
the movie.
More. I will say there's things I like more in this one. I think it is scarier. Definitely 100% scarier. Like I think the kind of ghost hunter character sequence in the kind of, like at the end of the first third of the movie, that was really great. And I thought there was some like, again, it's sort of PG-13 horror where like someone gets like chopped up to pieces and it's kind of out of focus. You see the pieces fall. So I'm like, okay, you're getting the impression of the violence, so that's fine. There was one really cool bit I thought, and apparently this is a reference to a character from the game, but it's like you see like the eyes in the darkness and then he lifts the torch and there's nothing there. It was sort of like a blink and you miss it moment. I thought that was really cool as well. So like the scares are definitely better. I was more satisfied with that element. Fuck me, I hate the humans in this movie. Like the little girl is just the most irritating. Like, why do you want to go back to the murder restaurant? You know what I mean? Like, why? Like, I just don't understand it. I hated the female lead of it as well.
So was she the cop in the first one? Was she the cop?
She's the cop in the first one. I've forgotten that she's Matthew Lillard's daughter in this.
Yeah.
I thought that
He's in it a lot. He's in it a lot, isn't he? You like him?
Man,
he's in it. Yeah.
Well, I mean, when he was cast, I was going into this thinking, oh, he's back. Springtrap is back as a spooky thing. No, that's the sequel. That's not what this movie is. And that really irked me, I think, as well. Skeet Ulrich is only in this for like a minute. Yeah. Again, teasing kind of a bigger role in the next one, and potentially him and Matthew Lillard having scenes together in the next one. So that really pissed me off as well. You know,
he was good though. You're a grumpy bastard, aren't you? Do you know what I mean? You're right, but the human element of this was the letdown, and I think for me, that's why I hated the first one, because I felt in the first one we got tons of relationship between him and his daughter. Very little Freddy animatronic monstery stuff. In this one, I felt the dialed right up on the Freddy stuff and the monstery stuff. And we didn't get as much of the human element, which worked for me because I couldn't be chewed with any of them, to be perfectly honest. But the school scene was interesting, wasn't it?
I was just about to say, what a lovely surprise that Wayne Knight is in this movie. Like, I haven't seen him in years, and like thought that was fun, and that he was kind of a fun character, and I enjoyed him in it. So that's probably the only human. Josh Hutcherson, I feel nothing towards that character really. Yeah. So I didn't really care much. His character in the game is a nothing character. It's supposed to be kind of you're putting yourself in those shoes, So like he doesn't have much of a personality.
I mean, speaking of the game, mind, having never played the game, although I would say, this film, absolutely not the first film, but this film has made us think, actually, I might go and have a go on the game and record myself doing it for the channel or something. But I did enjoy the elements of him being in, it was silly, but I enjoyed the elements of him being in the control room and flipping switches and shutting things.
Yeah.
And there was a great jump scare there where he looks up and Freddy's hand's like almost touching him. I thought that was a real good bit.
That was cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. I think the most laughable thing in this movie was it's a character that we're introduced to earlier on as like a security guard for like the original Freddy's, and he's just the creepiest, most like unsettling, cheesily evil character I've ever seen. And then he reminds us of you. Yeah, of course. I've he's a little skinnier probably, but like when that character showed up, I was just laughing because as well as that, his name is Mike. And the main character's name is Mike. So it was like when they're saying, "Oh, this security guard Mike is going to let us in," that confused me.
So you see, it's because we are not down with the kids in part of the lore of this show. So when he showed up, my entire theatre lifted off the seats and were roaring, because they knew what he was and what was coming.
Okay.
So for me, you're right. He was like, he's just another security guard. But then the audience kicked off, and I thought, he's obviously something bigger coming down the line. Yeah. And it turns out, obviously, he is. He's the brother. He's the bad guy, really. Yeah. You know?
But then again, like another at the end of the movie, dun, I'm the son of the thing. I always hate those kind of. I always find those reveals really stupid. And I found it really stupid in this as well.
What do you mean you hate that kind of reveal?
Like it's the long lost son or long lost daughter.
You understand you're describing Scream movies, don't you? Which you love.
Just one of the Scream movies, actually. It's just the third one. Yeah. That Roman is the long lost brother, and I didn't like that element of that one. But yeah,
I think you're.
I can't believe you like
this. I think you need to get down with the kids like what I am. You need to be, hip like me. And you've got in this as a miserable old man. You're a miserable old fart.
I mean, I did go see it on an opening day at like a 1 o'clock.
You'll have been drunk. Were you drunk? Showing. Were you drunk?
No, I was sober. I went with my sister. I bought her a Wicked bucket.
Just bear in mind, ladies and gentlemen, people watching this. This is the man that thinks Leprechaun is a great film. And do you know what I mean? You have no taste. You have no. There is. I've lost my train of thought, but this film totally surprised me because it has been ripped to shreds by critics. I mean, eviscerated by critics. I was not looking forward to seeing this film, and I think I messaged you beforehand saying my wife's going to kick off about this because I'm taking her to see another shit film that James has told us I'm going to see. So I was fully expecting to get my balls handed to us. At the end of the film, she was like, "Oh, that's good. That was all right, that." I was like, "What? Oh, okay." So
that's the best you get off her.
That's the best you get off her. That's the best you get. Yeah, do you know what I mean? That was all right. Yeah. And what I would say, James, again, we're not probably the target audience, but in contrast to all the stuff I've read about this film, and don't get us wrong, I'm not saying this was a masterpiece. It's not. It's okay. You know what I mean? But in contrast to everything we've read, my theatre was absolutely. I've not experienced such positivity and excitement coming out of a film since Endgame. The crowds of teens were going mental.
That's crazy.
Loved it. Absolutely loved it. To the point I nearly approached a group of lads to say, I'm a YouTuber, tell us about it. And then I thought, no, that sounds a bit weird. Do you know what I mean? 50-year-old man approaching a group of kids.
Approaching children. Yeah. Can I record you, please? Yeah, that is good.
I'd probably be running a pizza place like him.
But like you have to admit the ending is like insulting. That it's literally because I was the kind of the marionette thing is going into your one, and I was like, oh, there's gonna be another few minutes. Oh, it's over. And I was like, oh, that feels bullshit.
I find but that's really weird. It's a cliffhanger end to a franchise movie. That's not new. It's the equivalent of a cutscene at the end of a film. We've got the resolution kind of to that series, and then it's ta-da, this is going to happen in the next film. That didn't bother me as much as it's bothered you.
I suppose I was just like, I don't want to have to go see another one.
See, I did. I didn't want to see another one after number one. I thought that was cack. Okay. But after this one, and again, please do not mistake as anybody watching this video to think I thought this was a masterpiece. I didn't. I probably enjoyed it more because I hated the first one so much. I went into this fully expecting to hate it. Do you know what I mean? I thought I would be raising the roof in this. And I came out thinking, oh, I was okay.
That's fair. So like overall,
this hasn't gone how you thought. This hasn't gone how you expected it.
I'm in disbelief right now. I really can't believe. Like I would have bet like all the money I have that you would have hated this. Yeah, literally. Yeah. So yeah, overall, I do think there is improvements in certain areas over the first movie, and if you don't care about certain things, then I would say I can imagine you thinking this is a better movie than the first one. But I just hated it. I really hated it. And I feel like you're about to go surprise, gotcha.
Absolutely.
Because I just can't believe that. Okay.
So for me,
overall, Peter.
So yeah, for me overall, this was much better than the first one for the kind of stuff I enjoy. So again, take the human element out. Didn't care for any of the human characters. Not bothered about them. I found the scary bits much better. It was more creepy. If I'm being really honest, and not to upset the Five Nights at Freddy fans out there, the Freddy bits, that was good, but that's not what I liked. What I liked was the marionette. I thought that was really creepy. I liked when it was kind of moving around, particularly near the end when you had it inhabiting the girls' bodies and the eyes were glowing and she was floating and things like that. I thought that was good scariness. It was a bit Scooby-Doo, but it was good. It was good. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's not a masterpiece. If you hated the first one like me, I would give this one a go. If you're a Five Nights at Freddy's fan, I would imagine you're gonna like this.